I have caramelized these onions with, you know how I like to do it, a clove of garlic that hasn't been cut. It just has the skins off. You get this gorgeous golden color, and you can just plop it out of the skin. Some sprigs of thyme, some sprigs of parsley. Now look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my mortar and pestle. This thing is fantastic for just smashing up spices and then toasting them just for a few seconds while you're sauteing your onion, all right? I'm gonna use some coriander, some fennel, and just a few little hot pepper flakes. Just give it a crush. Oh, I can already smell it. It smells so delicious. And it's so worth it to use whole spices and smash them. If you don't have one of these things, buy it. Or take your knife and, you know, use your knife, which is really bad for your knife, which is why it's best to get this. Sprinkle it in. Just give it one more saute just to toast them really well. And then while that's toasting, I'm just gonna rinse off. Rinse these beans off like a newborn baby. You do not want all of this gunk that they have in the can on your beans, okay? So everything is nice and toasty here. Look, if you're freaking out about the garlic clove, just take it out now. Okay. And I'll show you. Give it a little smash with your knife. And look, see, no chopping. If you don't want to put it in there, just take it out at this point. But this adds a little bit of extra delicious garlic flavor. So we have onions, parsley, thyme, fennel, coriander. I'm going to put in a bay leaf. A little bit of tomato. Even if you had a little piece of canned tomato, that would be good too. You might not want to let it get that caramelized just because I talk so much. I don't have any regular rice, so I'm going to use this riso carnaroli, which is, an Italian rice. It's alright. That's fine to use an Italian rice for a Latin American dish. Just bring it to a simmer. Stir it around. I'm on the fly, so I'm just going to use water. I didn't have quite as much rice as I should, so see that mix? But you'll probably have a little, it'll look more ricey than that, yours. But it's loose as a goose, you don't have to worry about it. And then I'm just gonna cover it just to the top, that's all. I can always add more liquid later. Let me taste for salt. Need some salt. There we are. I can hear my boys outside. They're gonna come in about 1 second and wonder when this is gonna be done. And I would say about 15 minutes. It's going to be done in about 15 minutes. I'll put the top on. And there you go. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I think my rice is done. It's tender. Let me just take a taste. It's just a little bit juicy. See how it has some of those juices? You might not be able to see this, but it still has just a little bit of the juices working, and it's got a little bit of that rich tomato flavor from that beautiful summer tomato that I used. And at the end, I'm going to do a little trick. You just put a little bit of butter in there. If I had a lime, I'd use a lime, but I don't. So I'm going to squeeze a lemon. Oh my God, there's children crawling on the floor. They're so hungry. Get out, go, out, get out. And you just stir that up, give it a taste, pull out the thyme sprigs, pull out the bay leaf, give it a nice stir, off the heat. Here come my children. Okay. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Alright guys, it's ready. You ready?
Yes. Tender and juicy. Face food is the best.